Namaste everyone and a very warm welcome to all of you in this beautiful workshop on Navgraha astrology. Today is an introductory session where we will be discussing about what are the Navgrahas and how do they have an impact on our life. So let us begin the session by understanding the word Navgrahas. Nav means 9 and Grahas means planets. So Navgrahas is the study of the 9 planets. Now let us look at the names of these Navgrahas. The first Graha of the 9 Grahas the first one is the Sun or Ravi. Sun is known as Ravi in Sanskrit. So the first Graha is Sun. The second is the Moon, or we call Moon Som in Sanskrit. The third Graha is Mars or Mangal. The fourth Graha is Mercury or Buddha. The fifth Graha is Jupiter or Brihaspati. The sixth Graha is Venus or Shukra. The seventh Graha is Saturn or Shani. The eighth Graha is Rahu, which is known as the North Lunar Node. And the ninth Graha is Ketu, which is known as the South Lunar Node. So these are the 9 planets or the Navgrahas as we talk as per the Vedic astrology. Now, if you have noticed that as per the Western astrology, Sun is considered to be a star and Moon is considered to be a satellite. But as per Vedic astrology, we consider them as planets. We consider them as grahas. In fact, we should start to use the word graha instead of planets, because the literal meaning of the graha, of the word graha, means to seize, to capture, to affect, to influence. So that is why as per Vedic astrology, we call these planets grahas, which means that they can affect and influence each one of our lives. They are very powerful and they have the power and energy to influence our lives. So that is why we call them the grahas or the Navgrahas. Okay. Now, like I said, that these planets, these grahas have a long lasting influence on our lives, and we can visibly see this too. Let us take the example of the Sun, which is the first graha. Now we all know that without the influence of the Sun, life cannot exist. Sun is the ultimate source of energy and all life is dependent on it. Our existence in a way is dependent on the Sun. It influences our life. Similarly, Moon too has a strong influence on our life. As many of us already know that on a full moon night, the ocean goes wild, right? On a full moon night, the water level in the oceans rises. There are high tides on a full moon night. So moon has the power to influence and affect the water element in the oceans. Now, if the moon has an impact on the water element in the oceans, then it can also have an impact on the water element in our body. And as we all know, more than 60% of our body comprises of the water element, right? So moon too has an influence on us, on our body, on our mind, on our soul. Now come to think of it in this way, that if moon can have an impact on us, then the other grahas, which are relatively much larger in size, like Jupiter, Saturn and Venus, they can also have an impact in our life, right? If moon can have an impact on our lives, so can these big grahas impact our life. So in our shastras, it is written that we should always have the blessings. We should always be able to tap into the energy of these heavenly bodies, of these Navgrahas, if we want success in life, if we want happiness in life, if we want to live a fruitful life which does not have many hardships, then we should also learn how to tap into the energies of these Navgrahas. And that is what we are going to learn in this workshop. Now today I also want to talk about the first 7 of these Navgrahas. Okay. So the first seven, okay, which means Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus and Saturn. These seven, the first seven of the Navgrahas govern the 7 days of our week. In fact, our weekdays are also named after these grahas. For example, Sunday is named after Sunday, or Ravivar, as we say in Hindi, is named after Ravi or the sun, right? So Sunday is governed by the sun. Monday is governed by the energies of the moon. Tuesday or Mangalvar, as we say in Hindi, is governed by the Mangal Grah, which is Mars. Wednesday or Budhvar is governed by the Buddha, which is the Mercury planet. Thursday or Brihaspativar is governed by the Jupiter. Friday or Shukravar is governed by Shukra or Venus. Saturday or Shanivar is governed by Shani, right? So the 7 days of the week are governed by the 7 grahas, okay? Now about Rahu and Ketu, which are the 8th and the 9th grahas, I am going to talk in details at a later stage in this workshop. But in the initial stage of this workshop, we will keep our focus on the first 7 grahas, okay? Because they are extremely important and they affect our lives in many ways. These grahas, it is important to study and understand and have knowledge of these grahas, because they are going to have an impact on various aspects of our life. For example, our relationships. Do you know that each of our relationships, whether it is the relationship with our mother, father, with our spouse, with our friends, siblings, all of these relationships are also governed by these grahas. They do have an impact on our relationship. For example, in astrology, in Vedic astrology, we say that supposing you want to strengthen your relationship with your father, let's say that your relationship with your father is not very good and you are trying to do certain activities, certain things through which you can have a good bond with him, right? Then you should do those activities on Sunday, because Sunday is said to be the day of our father, right? So those activities will be more fruitful if done on Sunday. So when I say that all of these Navgrahas are governing these days, right? When I say that the sun is governing Sunday, the moon is governing Monday, what do I mean? I mean that these grahas are giving a unique kind of energy to each of these weekdays. Sunday gives a unique, and the sun gives a unique energy to Sunday. The moon gives a unique kind of energy to Monday. So all the days of the week also have their unique energy, right? And that is why if we do particular activities on particular days, through which we can align ourselves with the energy of that day, then those activities will always be successful. That is why as the workshop progresses, as we start learning about each of these unique energies of each of these days, we will know that which is the best day to buy gold, which is the best day to do financial planning, which is the best day to consult a doctor, which is the best day to buy a car, to buy clothes, to sell property, which is the best day if you are stuck in some court case and you want to escalate that case, if you want to file a new kind of court case, then which is the best day for that according to our shastras. Okay, so all of these things we are going to learn, and we are going to learn how to tap into the unique energy of each beautiful day, right? So we have to understand that not only our relationships, not only our activities, but even our health to a certain extent is dependent on these Navgrahas. For example, we say that if you're someone who is suffering from some kind of kidney issues or issues related to the reproductive cycle, or if you have weak eyesight, then you should take the energy, you should take the blessings of the planet Venus, right? Similarly, if we see that someone who is suffering from a lot of knee pain, joint pain, bad hair, they should consider pleasing the Saturn. They should do activities, and they should do those things through which they can take the blessings and tap into the energy of Saturn, so that these issues go away, right? So as the workshop progresses, I'm going to tell you in details that which diseases are related to which graha, and how we can, how we can tap into their energy in order to overcome our diseases. So health is related, wealth is related, our relationships are related. Basically, life becomes beautiful if we have the blessings of these heavenly bodies. In Yajur Ved, there is a verse which says, Yath Pinde Tath Brahmande, and Yath Brahmande Tath Pinde. This is what Yajur Ved says. Yajur Ved is one of the very ancient Vedic scriptures. So this verse tells us that whatever is happening in the cosmos is also happening within us, right? So that is why, if we have a basic understanding of what is happening in our cosmos, if we have the basic understanding of these Navgrahas, then we can utilize this knowledge to lead a better life, to change what is happening within us. If we have some basic knowledge of what is happening in our cosmos, we can use that knowledge to become better versions of ourselves and improve the quality of our life. So that was it for today, which is an introductory session where we learned that what are the Navgrahas, and we also learned that having knowledge of these Navgrahas is very important, because they can influence various aspects of our life, right? So that was it for today. As the workshop progresses, I'm going to talk in details about each one of these planets and which activities you should do which day in order to ensure that you get success in those activities. Namaste everyone.